Good morning, VIPs. It's Tuesday, September 12th. Yesterday was a glorious day, our best day ever for the hedge fund that's unofficially associated with story trading. Tesla, we gave you a 276 target when this thing was like 254 the night before. We stuck with that target the whole day long. We rode calls up all the way to the top there. It closed at 275, 274.85, just shy of that 276. Actually, I kind of changed it to 275 during the show because psychological reasons. But so that was amazing. Best day ever. Let's see if we can reproduce that. Okay, first we have CPI tomorrow, which could really rattle and change markets around, right? We have PPI, I think, the next day or Friday. So those big events are coming up. Let's just take a quick look at the indices, see where we're at. So QQQ still above that 50 DMA. I haven't changed my mind though. I'm still kind of bearish because of the breadth and the equal weight QQQ and SPY, which are below the key moving averages. Okay, so we'll just have to wait and see. And then we have Apple. Apple event at like 1 p.m. So I'm not playing Apple, but Apple can move the market, right? Apple can decide which direction this goes and everything. So we've been down because of China. I don't know what's going to happen here. New iPhone release or something at 1 p.m. Not playing it. Okay. Usually or often, I would say there's a run up into the event and then maybe a little bit of a spike and then sell the news. That's a very common kind of behavior you see with Apple stock around the events. But this time a little bit different because we sold off before the event. I just don't know what's going to happen, but I'm staying away from Apple because that's the fundamental reason why we had to sell off. A pretty good, strong fundamental reason with China. Okay, so staying away from Apple, just pointing that out so you know what's on the schedule and what's going to move markets today. Now, let's see what's on the top of our list to look at. Tesla. Will Tesla have follow through? Well, we did reduce our position pretty significantly, made a great amount yesterday. I still think there's a chance. Let me give you the pros cons here. Okay. I still think, let's go to the weekly on this one. And yeah, we switch that to the weekly as well. Or should we do monthly on the 5-year? Yeah, monthly. Okay. So 275, 276 is our first target. The next target, if it breaks that, is up near 300. Well, like 272, 280 is first, this candle first, 280, and then back up there towards 300. By tomorrow, which if it's going to go to 300, the CPI can disrupt that path, right? And it can disrupt it for weeks even. So I have no idea the path that it takes to 300 in the bullish scenario. In the bearish scenario, I do want to let you know that this upgrade I got from Morgan Stanley, it's getting a lot of pushback from a lot of people saying they have a conflict of interest. They have like some debt from Twitter that needs to be monetized, or they have an incentive for Tesla stock to go up so Elon Musk can like collateralize Tesla stock at a higher price or sell Tesla stock at a higher price in order to pay the debt from Twitter, something like that, right? There's some sort of relationship there. And I've seen a bunch of criticism on that report. Okay. Now, I'm very bullish long term. I'm just telling you, how will the rest of the market see it? What are other market participants thinking? You know, the shorts out there may grab onto that report, and that may give them conviction and say, let's short this thing down hard on day 2. Let's not let this thing follow through. I have a conviction. I have a reason to hang my hat on to, right? I'm some hedge fund or whatever it is. I have billions of dollars, and I believe this was like a fraudulent upgrade or a dishonest upgrade by Morgan Stanley. So I'm going to short the heck out of this thing today. That's a possibility. So I really don't know what's going to happen today. Tell you the truth, we might actually protect our long position with puts. So we did significantly reduce our long position. I'm still looking for 300 or so to the upside, 290 and then 300, those levels I told you. But we might protect our position and day trade around some puts out of the gate on Tesla. All right, so that's the story of Tesla. Oracle, I don't know well. I don't know at all, really. It's been on my watch list. AI stock, it's boomed. They had earnings last night. It looked like just a modest miss, and it was down significantly. Analysts coming in, a bunch of them held the rating around 130 price target. One or two of them came down and downgraded to a 105. So a bunch of people stayed at 130. A couple downgraded to about 105. But I just want to point out that this morning, this was sitting at very strong support levels, right? You see this bottom of this candle at 111, the top of this gap here at 114. and then the top of this gap 110. So like between 110 and 114, there was a lot of support, and the PE to me looks very low. Like they just did $1.30 or so for the quarter, and I didn't see guidance come through the headlines. All right, I didn't read the report. I'm just going by the headlines. See, Oracle expects Q2 adjusted EPS of 130. If you annualize that, that takes you to about $5 a share in earnings. That gives you like a PE in the low 20s. So this looks like a fundamentally not an overvalued company with strong support at 110 to 114. So, I had a thought about buying it this morning, but I didn't because I don't know Oracle very well. But I like seeing that it's bouncing off that level in the pre-market. So I might actually eye this to, if it does get back to towards those pre-market support levels, I might try this for a trade today because the PE looks pretty good, and that's very strong support. Again, what are those levels? 110 to 114, right in there. Okay, so Oracle is going to be on watch for us for a trade. Amazon, sneaky Amazon comes in with a 52-week closing high, right? We had this high here before of 143.63. So a lot of people look at that value, 143.63, and it got blocked at 143.362. A double top right there. It's trying to form a cup, but that close was the highest close all year. That's significant in terms of maybe follow through here in the next couple of days. But CPI, right? That's it. But CPI. So if CPI comes in okay, if the reaction is good to CPI, I think you're going to see Amazon break that 143.63. So this is on high watch. The next level, 146.57. Okay. Yeah, actually, that's an easy, even today. If it happens, because this is a clear technical issue here. If we break yesterday's high, you go to 146.57. Yep. Okay. Write that down, folks. 143.62 to 146.57. Is that what I said? I think that's what I said. Now, where'd it go? I have to go to monthly. Yep. 146.57. Yep. Looks good. All right. Another $3. And that can pay off with options too, by the way. All right. Another big cap to talk about, Celsius. One of my favorites got an upgrade today. Price target increased from 190 to 230 by, who was that by? B. Riley. Maintained a buy, but upgraded from 190 to 230. I have a long position in this already. Not sure if I'm going to trade around this, but I'm going to be watching this. This does not really correct to that 20 DMA. Look, it does it. It doesn't really do that. So what's the low here? The low here is 197.66 a couple days ago. Maybe that's a level. Maybe back there, that might be a buy. Write that down. 197.66 on Celsius. Okay, uranium has been exploding. Oh my, uranium along with cannabis, but we missed the cannabis train with MSauce and everything for now. But uranium exploding. Another bullish report out by a big analyst. I forgot who it was, saying that uranium price is poised to go up another. What is 1 divided by 6? It's at $60 now. Another 17%. We can move up quickly. There's a supply-demand imbalance, and if a big buyer comes in, you can see a 17% increase in uranium price from here. The chart looks spectacular. Uranium and all those uranium stocks, probably CCJ as well, DNN, all of them probably going to do well in this upcoming period. Probably, it's hard to say. Okay, but in any case, I like uranium. Look at SMSI with a little bid this morning here. 139. What was that there? That was 9,400 shares. Man, we are going to miss this. No other. Can you believe no other app? If you find an app, you see this here, we're going to be losing this app in 52 days. If anyone knows of an app with a watch list that shows you the bid size, the bid price, the ask size, and the ask price without tapping and without swiping left, scrolling to the left or right, please let us know. That's very, very important in pre-market. So anyway, SMSI bounced right off the 50 DMA. That might be a buy here. Okay, RSI is down at 43. This might be a buy. It's a little bit scary. I admit that because they're not quite profitable yet. But I've consulted with the folks who are experts on this stock, and they feel strongly that there's not going to be an offering. Not that they've been wrong before. They have been. those group of people who I'm referring to, they've been wrong before about offerings that come anyway. It's happened with SMSI before. It's happened with the VTSI. So it could happen here, but it's at the 50 DMA. That is a support level. I just wish the RSI was down in the 30s, the 20s, but we're in this now. We got on the wrong side of this. We played this perfectly for from the earnings to that 200 DMA, and then we played it again when AT&T was launched, again to the 200 DMA. But then over here broke the 200 DMA, and we actually added a little bit more, and we've been stuck in it since then. So first 2 times great, third time now we're stuck, hoping we bounce off the 50 DMA. Okay. XXII with a little bit of news here, but man, this company is kind of left for dead. It's actually big news that people have been waiting for. But again, this company is unfortunately possibly headed to bankruptcy. They added 1,200 more stores, and several hundred of them are Walgreens. Walgreens, the first pharmacy it's covering them. Walgreens, I think it looks like all of the Walgreens in North Carolina. In addition, maybe there's some Walgreens in other states. I didn't take a close look at the map. You can go check it out at tryvln.com. Man, if they were in better financial shape, the stock would probably be up 20% this morning. Something to look at, but very, very high risk. I grabbed a very small position this morning and already regretting it. We're probably going to be selling that early this morning. But at the same time, you never know with these high risk penny stocks. It could explode. Very high risk. If you want to play it, go ahead, but no promises at all here. You see the 20 DMA is about 170. It could make a move to 170 pretty easily. It could, but I just don't know. And I'm not going to make a big bet on this. So 170 possibly in the card. Especially this candle here. The high of that candle was 170. Double resistance at 170. Sometimes I like seeing that because that's like a magnet. So 170 possible today, but wouldn't hold my breath. Okay. Don't take a big risk on that, in my opinion. And that's it. That's what we have lined up for today. Oh, you know what? I got to move Geo up. Geo has had some relative strength, and that report from Citron. Okay, let's actually order these. So Geo looks good. Maybe for some follow through here the next few days. Hopefully, man, it had that big pop, pull back. I like it here, even though technicals it's kind of shaky. But you know why we got in this last week, because of the White House wanting to do the ankle bracelet monitoring, and maybe we'll see. I think it's worth it to hold this in case they do follow through with that. I don't know if that would be an executive order or what, or if they need legislation. I'm not sure. I don't think they need legislation. I think they just do it. But in any case, that's something I think it's worth it to hold on to, and we could see additional pops coming up on Geo. Okay, 2 catalysts: Citron bullish, and the White House doing this ankle bracelet monitoring, which actually Citron report didn't even talk about that much. So it's 2 separate tailwinds for it. All right, now let's see. How are we going to order this? Apple's definitely not at the top. I do not want to trade that. Tesla, I'm not so sure about a second surge today. So as I said, I'm actually maybe going to be playing put. What can we play to the upside? What has the best chance of going up today? Oracle off those support levels, 110 to 114. Amazon maybe pullbacks because we had the record closing high. All those are good, but man, what's going to be in the top 5? This is a tough one today. All right, all I can tell you is it's not going to be Apple, and it's not going to be Tesla for today. All right, so we're going to take Apple and Tesla down out of the top 5. Oh, I forgot to tell you about Yatra, did I? Yeah, Yatra, everything looks good, man. We're following up on this, and things are looking good. This Friday, we find out initial pricing of the IPO. And then next Wednesday, we get the final pricing of the IPO. And then the following Thursday, it trades in India. Too many catalysts for this to go down. If it dips, I think it's buyable. Okay, so Yatra is looking really good. Man, what are we going to put the top 5 today? It's kind of tough, man. SMSI, Yatra, Geo. All right, as far as the small caps go, I'm going to go with Yatra, Geo, and SMSI in that order, followed by XXI. Yeah, that's the order of the small caps. Apple and Tesla not making it to the top of the list today. So Yatra, Geo, SMSI. Let's call it Yatra, Geo, SMSI, XXI lottery. All right, high risk lottery. Yatra, Geo, SMSI. Uranium's more like a swing because I don't know if it's going to do today, but I really like this. Really like this as a strong swing on uranium. Okay. And then Celsius, Amazon, Oracle. We got to put Celsius at the top. We got to because they're the only ones with a strong positive catalyst. And then Oracle and Amazon, it's more about buying those pullbacks. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go Celsius, Uranium, Yatra, Geo, SMSI, and then Oracle, Amazon. Yeah, I like this order. All right, that's what we got today. All right, so top 5 for today: Celsius, uranium. You may have to swing uranium. Celsius is a long term for us anyway. Okay, Yatra, you know the story on that. Geo, yeah, I like this. That rounds out the top 5: Celsius, uranium, Yatra, Geo, SMSI off that 50 DMA bounce, and Oracle, Amazon maybe on pullbacks at support levels. That's your picks for today. Let's see if we can pull out another strong day. All right. We'll see you guys at 1 p.m. on the free show at storytrading.com/YouTube. Please spread the word, everyone. Thanks for joining.